Cougar Nation, welcome back to another interview. I am Ethan Erickson, here with Hayden Livingston, Rigby's finest.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here. This is my bud.
Yeah, this is gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, him and I have a lot of years together left. So, Hayden's married to Erin Livingston, and I'm marrying Liz Montoya, and then we play football together, they play volleyball together. So we're going to be together for a minute. Anyways, we could talk about that later. This is part one of our three-part little mini-series here. We're just going to kind of get to know Hayden a little bit better, man of the half hour. And so we're from Rigby, Idaho. Tell us, what was that like?
Small town, for sure. Only like 3,500 people, but it was a good place to grow up. Lots of good people, close to family.
Is like most of your family from up in Idaho?
My mom's side is all from there, so my grandparents live there. My aunts and uncles still live there. My dad's side is from Pennsylvania. Actually.
Pennsylvania. How'd your parents meet then?
My dad played quarterback at Rick's College.
Oh,
it was called back in the
Rick's
day.
College.
And my mom was a cheerleader. So,
Okay.
Yep.
Quarterback and the cheerleader. Classic story.
Classic. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Oh, that's cool. And then so you came from Rigby. When did you start really like playing football?
7th grade was my first year of
That's a little bit later
tackle football.
than most people.
Yeah, it was. I played flag before that, but then I kind of had to beg my dad to let me play tackle football because he kept telling me like I wasn't ready for it. Like I needed to grow and mature like a little bit more. But I begged him one year, me and my buddy, and he let me play
Yeah.
here, so.
What was the first position you played when you were?
I actually played receiver when I first started.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was funny because learning like all the football skills, like naturally I was pretty good catcher and like I had good hands, I could run pretty fast, but I struggled to figure out like tackling, like because I had played flag before that and I wasn't used to the physicality. But in my first game, we were like tied with like 5 seconds left and I caught a Hail Mary and that hooked me from there. So
yeah,
I was like, this.
That's so sick.
Yeah, this one.
So like being in Rigby, are there a lot of teams there in Rigby, or like did you have to travel?
We had to travel for most of our away games. The farthest one was like 2.5 hours. So
yeah, like, where was that at?
Preston, Idaho, where Napoleon Dynamite was filmed.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. That was like an extreme example. Most of them were within like a half hour though.
Yeah.
So Rigby's the only high school in Rigby, but there's ones within 15-20 minutes. They're pretty close.
Yeah, and that's like what, half an hour away from Rexburg?
A little closer, even
a little closer?
Like 15 minutes.
Yeah, I think I had a buddy who was quarterback at Rigby.
Me?
No. No, like I like over in Hawaii, like I had a family friend that moved.
Not Tiger, right?
Tiger? Yeah, the Adolfo.
Okay. Yeah,
what? No way. That's crazy. Yeah. And so yeah, I knew that. That's my only tie to Rigby. I didn't even know it was a place before then.
Oh yeah, it's a place.
Did they won? They won this past year, didn't they? They won.
Yeah. So
the championship.
The past like 3 years, we won it in 2019.
Yeah.
Went to it in 2020, but we lost, and then we won it last year, and then we're in it this weekend as well. So trying to complete the dynasty.
Well, we is a strong term.
I count myself in.
Hayden graduated in 2016.
I laid the foundation.
Back when I was a freshman in high school.
For the football program.
So 2016, then you go on your mission.
Mm-hmm.
And then where'd you go on your mission to?
Leeds, England.
Leeds, England.
Yeah.
So someone in this room says the best missionaries go to England. That person.
I think that person
behind the
is
computer.
spitting facts over there.
I
agree.
So Leeds, I mean, when you open your call, I mean, you're from Rigby, Idaho.
Uh-huh.
You open your call, look at Leeds, England. Like, what are you thinking?
Dude, I was honestly at the time I was disappointed because I had like verbally expressed that the only place I didn't want to go was Europe.
Yeah.
Because I had just heard about its difficulty, like for missionaries. So when I read it, first off, I had never heard of Leeds. Like I didn't know there was a city in England.
No. Yeah.
You hear of the other three. You hear of like London, Birmingham, and Manchester. But Leeds is kind of the other big city, and I just hadn't heard of it. But so when I opened it, I was a little disappointed. But after spending my time there for 2 years, I was very happy that I went there. It was great.
Yeah. Was it tough?
It was
as hard as you thought it would be, or harder?
Harder, honestly.
Ooh,
yeah. Everything except missionary work was like really cool. Members were really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Experienced lots of cool cultures, good food. It was just missionary work that was difficult. That's okay. I mean, every mission has its challenges.
Mm-hmm. So then you go after your mission, come to BYU. But were you recruited as a quarterback, or did you walk?
Yeah,
you walked out as a quarterback. Well, I mean, what were your thoughts going into? I mean, I don't know if the people out there know this, but you're not a quarterback.
No. I play safety now, which is almost the opposite. I feel like it's kind of the opposite position from QB. But yeah, when I came home, I just wanted to get on the field as fast as possible, and I knew, only one quarterback plays at a time. So I figured maybe another position like receiver or safety would be more advantageous, just because there's usually more than one of those on the field at a time. And so I just sat down with Kalani and asked him which one he thought would be best, like in terms of not only me playing, but just the most benefit to the team. And he told me safety. So that's where.
So how long have you been to safety now?
4 years, I think.
Oh, so like since you got here, you've been safety?
Yeah, since I got back.
Did you like your thoughts about quarterback? You were just like, you know what, it's okay.
I just wanted to play. Like I didn't really care where. Just I would have played like defensive end if I was big enough, but I'm clearly not. So
see, I think that's an attribute that a lot of people don't have anymore. It's like a lot of people, like I feel like are entitled. They're like, this is my position. I should be starting here right when I get there.
Yeah.
And so like, from like my point of view, like that's pretty cool. Just like the humility that you can have to do that. I mean, you've been seeing the field, and you've also been like a big key player in special teams. And so like your name's all over the rosters in our team meetings. I see it all the time.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, so I mean, I definitely appreciate that attribute of you. On like a little more serious note.
Appreciate it.
No, we're not. We're not very serious that often.
No.
Only when we're golfing.
Definitely not.
Yeah. So I mean, being at BYU, like, have you loved it here?
Oh yeah, for sure. I owe a lot of the best blessings in my life to being here at BYU. So couldn't be happier.
Like your wife.
Exactly.
But we'll go into that in our part 2.
Sounds good.
That rounded out our part 1. A little bit more serious than we usually have between our normal conversations.
It'll lighten up, I'm sure.
It'll lighten up. No, we need that. That's a good segue for our viewers to just get to know you on a deeper level. So Rigby Idaho's finest. Thanks for watching part 1. Be sure to stick around for 2 and 3 of hidden in my little conversation. It'll be a good one. But thanks for watching part 1. Thank you for watching this interview. Please like and subscribe so you don't miss the other 2 parts of this interview, plus all of our other interviews we do with BYU athletes. We also like to give a special thanks to our Cougar Board insiders for making this possible.